Hello, hello, hello. I got it. When's SMP when? Who knows, who knows. Probably not anytime soon, that's for sure. Wait, how have I got my controls set up for this one? I'm sure I'll figure it out. Hello, hello! Mimsy, it's been a while since I've seen you. You had an exciting month. But welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good Friday. It's been a while since I've streamed. I'll admit. You actually have. I saw. Congratulations. But I hope you're all doing good. It's been a while. But I'm back. Hopefully I'll be able to stick to streaming. To be fair, I didn't want to have a break of streaming, but then it ended up happening, and now here we are. But I'm doing good. Excited to be streaming. How are both of you? I hope you're enjoying your Friday. And that so far your May has been a good month. We're about halfway through May, which is ridiculous. This year has moved so fast. You're internally screaming? I'm just always internally screaming, I'll be honest. That's very much a mood. But I think both of you probably weren't here last stream, so I kind of set this up, which was an achievement in itself. It's automatic storage with external storage attached. And a crafting grid. The crafting grid cost me the most trouble because it just was not working for some reason. But we got that set up. Made an overpowered pickaxe, which is this one. It's unbreakable. Currently we've got luck 3 on it, so that's the highest luck. And we've got haster, which I think is level 3, so we'll continue to add haste on it as we get better. And this one just auto smelts, so that's what we use this one for. So we've got some tools set up. That's the better digital storage mod. See, you're not the only one who believes that. I've heard that opinion a lot, and I don't know how I feel about it. Because this and this feels very, very similar. This aspect. I guess liquid storage, maybe. I don't know if my ME system has liquid storage. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I mean, as long as you kind of have like one of these, you don't really need liquid storage all that much. I will say that the crafting just kind of confused me. But you don't have a limit to item types per drive. Yeah, that's the argument I've heard. And I think I do agree with that. It's quite useful to just kind of have as many of one item as you like. Plus, I will say that the external storage stuff is quite simple to work with. And it might be because, of course, I'm working through it like step by step, and that's making it easier. Maybe that's why. But we're currently almost done with just all of refined storage. We had some wireless crafting stuff. Auto crafting is a lot easier than the other one too. See, I still don't really see the point in auto crafting, I'll be honest. I still think I could easily do it myself. So, but you know, it is what it is. I forgot that I made my text bigger for my mini-map, but that's kind of useful. So I was thinking that today I either just jump around forever, maybe go mining. Ooh, we do like to mine. Okay, let's just start out in the mines, because that's kind of what we always do. And then I can show you how epic mining is in modded Minecraft. Mechanism stuff. Honestly, I was thinking either I don't know, I'll see what I get up to, or maybe I do some mob farms. Those are my 2 thoughts today. Okay, now let's see if I can remember the keybinds. There it is. That's the keybind we do. Okay, let's find a nice little spot to do some mining. Why is anyone ever screaming? Okay, is this a... Okay, I want to be at Y level 12, so this is good. Just go boom. And this is why I love mining. It's just... Who wouldn't love this, you know? Ooh, cable sorting. I feel like it's been forever since I've played, so I've like forgotten all of the cool things I did. We've got a ring of magnetization, which just kind of sends everything to me, which is epic. Oh, I hate that the torches are just annoying, but it's fine. We're not placing blocks all that often. And I can just keep doing this forever and ever and ever. Although this is kind of a terrible spot with how much water we're running into. So let me just grab my diamonds. Okay, and then we get out of here. We have luck 3 on that pickaxe and we just got 12 diamonds. I don't know how many were in there, but you know, pretty good. And then for these, we use this pickaxe because it auto smelts. Okay, this is a very nice system. Cannot complain. This is the first time I'm using both of these together because last time we didn't have this one set up to auto smelt. But this is quite epic. Let's see if this direction is any better. Cable sorting is... okay. You know, not my strong suit, I'd say. I don't think I have ever, like, actively tried to sort cables. Gotta sort a ton of cables, and you mean the weight? I guess cables do get heavy. I hadn't really thought about that. Okay. I've been playing a lot of, go for it. I'm playing a lot of my non-modded Minecraft, and in there I've set my keybinds up differently so that my sprint is toggle for, like, helping me with parkour. And that's just really throwing me off right now. Don't know what that is for. Okay, that's fine. We'll get used to modded Minecraft again. Oh, that is a big box of cables, I will admit. But you know, at least you'll have achieved something when you're done with that. Okay, let me wait, these are important. Let me have a look if quest-wise they're telling me to begin with, like, the mob farm. I mean, they're really not, but I feel like I could do it anyway. Just because I've seen the mod before, maybe. Let me just go back to the base. Okay. Should have probably filled up my reservoir since I was near the nether portal, but we'll live. Okay. Mob. Do I have auto crafting on Skyblock? I think the only auto crafting I have is to turn my abundance of wheat into bread. Oh, and for all of the inferium, you're right. Okay, that is useful. Okay. Oh, where am I typing? Okay. Have they changed recipes? Not too difficult, right? Okay. Do they have fans? They do. We're gonna have to get a lot of feathers again. It takes care of crafts, you gotta do a lot for stuff. Yeah, I guess. Because I think if I set this up, it would be quite useful to get ender pearls. Because we need ender pearls for a bunch, and like I'm just having to craft it every single time. Which is a little bit annoying. How did I do this? No. There, that's the words. Okay. How many feathers do we have? I mean, to be fair, we can kill chickens very easily. That's not the issue. These are charging. Somewhat. This is now basically automatically producing energy as long as we keep filling this, which is quite nice. Because as soon as this runs out of electricity, this is also down. Okay, let's start by building a classic stone structure, as we always do. There's my chisel in here. I'll make a diamond chisel at this point. One's better. Is one of these better? You also have autocrafters for patterns that are used for letting the system autocraft. And have it craft autocrafters too. Oh my goodness. That is definitely a move. Like, this one just seems like it would be better. Because it needs the other one as part of it, but I don't know. Let me just craft it. Oh well. You do a lot of crafting, especially late game. I could see that. Ooh, okay. What block will we make our mob grinder out of? It's been a while since I've done one of these. You know what? We'll go for some mosaics, I think. Oh wait, that's cool. Wait, I like this. Look, it just shows me it. Okay, this is a very nice little chisel. I think I'll just do this. Okay, now where would I put a mob farm? Didn't we have like a cave entrance over here? We just put it in the cave. Yeah, that could be fun. Oh wait, let me grab some already smelted cobblestone, if it'll do that for me. Perfect. Okay, we're using the natural terrain to make this area look nice. Okay, so this can kind of be like our walkway, and then from here is where the actual mob grinder will probably just start. Okay, I don't have a shovel. I just never have a shovel. Now, I don't think I need it to be as big as my other one. I think that one's kind of ridiculously big. But the good thing is I've built this one before, so maybe I can even improve it. Okay, I think I do want it to be a little bit wider. On both sides. I think we'll do maybe 3. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be organizing those cables. I could use a different mod. I guess I could. But I feel like it's probably gonna be the Draconic Evolutions mod, and that one just sounds terrifying. I mean, the issue with doing any of this is I'm kind of going off script, if you will. Like, they haven't really kind of taught me how to do it yet, which, I mean, makes sense. But, like, if they had, like, given me, like, a to-do list— oh, I guess they have. Then I could, like, follow it. I guess I could do Draconic Evolution. You meant the plastics mod? Ooh. There's more. There's always more. There's always more mods than I think there are. I mean, there's actually no need for me to build this, apart from getting ender pearls, so really I'm just building it because I feel like it. And because we did go out to the desert and, like, farm enderman for, like, an hour last time. There's one that gives XP and drops, and one that gives liquid meat and pink slime. Oh yeah, I forgot about that whole liquid meat business. I feel like I might as well just kind of do the one I know for now so I can get a bunch of ender pearls, and then maybe try the other one in a bit. Especially because this one also just has, like, materials I can craft. Like, the stuff isn't too expensive for me to build. Yeah, nobody really enjoys hearing liquid meat for the first time. You know, those mod creators really just thought, what's the worst word I can use, and then they decided to make liquid meat a thing. To spawn more, it's an infinite loop. Because I just want an infinite amount of liquid meat. Yep. Oh? Did I just lag, or did I just— maybe the key just didn't register. That makes sense. Okay. Is this a big enough little mob spawner? I feel like it's fine. It'll be fine. Mechanical dirt. You can also use it to spawn for the loot and XP farm. It makes more than it needs. I guess. Maybe we'll just set this one up quickly because it's a basic one. And then in the future we can look at the liquid meat, because currently I'm quite happy eating my steak. I forgot what that was called. It can be used to self-feed and feed the loot. So then everything just kind of runs by itself. You know what? I'm sure at some point this game is going to tell me to work with that, and then I'll listen to them. But right now, let's just work on this for a second. Okay, and then I kind of want like a utility tunnel. I just need to get a shovel at this point. Okay. A quick little utility tunnel around this. For when we install our fans. And then we should be ready to start like actually putting in our like fans and stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And this one will also be nice for getting XP and stuff, because then we can like mend stuff quicker. At this point, I'm just not building a shovel, and it's really just making my life more difficult, but at this point I've committed, so I can't build a shovel anymore. You know what would be useful? I don't know what mod it's from, but I've been seeing it on the QSMP, and it's one, like, you place it like here, and it mirrors everything you build or break, which would have been great for this. I could have made this symmetrical, and then it would have been done in literally half the time. Okay. Let's go and craft some of the stuff we need. I think at some point I'll cover this up with dirt, so then we don't have to see, you know, the box. It'll be part of the natural terrain. How are you doing? Decent. Okay. There we go, a little bit more of a clean inventory. Add mob. Okay. So we're going to want 2 of these. What are we missing? Two. Okay. 1 of these, as always. 1, 2. Okay, we need a lot more swords. I definitely know what I'm doing. 1, 2. Boom. Okay. Please tell me we just have 1 ender pearl. Okay. Because these guys are epic. I'm a big fan of absorption hoppers. I feel like we might have to wait for this. The side of the singularity tank. Okay, we can do this then. 1, 2. What are we missing? Somehow we're out of obsidian. That makes sense. Do I have any just hanging around somewhere? No. We go into the mines. Do I have a bucket of water on me? I do. Okay, perfect. Quickly grab our obsidian. And this is when the magnet is super handy. We'll just teleport back home. I feel like that's quicker at this point. And then we were making one of these. Okay. And then I will need... Ooh, can I make one more? Preferably. One more Eye of Ender. Perfect, okay. Because Enderman is the reason we're doing all of this. Oh, and then we're gonna need chickens. Chickens and lots of them. Okay, let's just start doing some of this while we're here. Then we're not doing all of it at once. Break time. Who doesn't appreciate a good break? Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. That's a slogan. Yep. Okay. I feel like in theory we're able to do this with 2 fans. No cables for 30 whole minutes. Wow. Okay. So we'll want a fan right over here. And we'll want a fan over here. And we'll apparently want to light up this cave because there's mob spawning next to our mob spawner. Just range add-ons. See, I'll probably end up doing the plastic mod at some point, but for like right now this works. Do you go as far as I need you to? You do. But I want to add a height upgrade. That's what I want. And this one will need a height and a range upgrade. Add efficiency and speed. Yes. Okay, let's see. I really just mainly need ender pearls at this point. Okay. I need one of... 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that works out. 1, 2. Let me just double check if that's enough. We're gonna be running back and forth a little bit just to double check that everything works. So I'm not making more than I need. Boom. Okay, so that's enough. Okay, it's not going outside of the area, which is good. I'm thinking, do I need to add another height upgrade for both of these because they're just not reaching the ceiling? Or do I make the ceiling one shorter? I think one of those is the easier solution. Yeah, we don't want spiders to get stuck up there. And we find the easy way out. Do I have enough of these blocks on me? Probably. I don't. Do I need a downward fan? Oh, right above this one, right? Yeah. Trying to remember the other mob farm. I think we do need one above the mob grinder. You know what? Compared to the first time I did this, it's, you know, did I really go through all those bricks? Maybe I did. It's crazy. Okay, it's fine. I've got a chisel. Redstone. Nope. Nope. There it is. Lots of fun things, but I don't think there is wireless redstone. That one's kind of cool. What was I doing? I was grabbing these bricks. Add mob. Okay, we need more feathers. Yay, more dust lines. Or I just still refuse to make things better and just manually walk. Okay. I mean, do I need upgrades? No, I definitely don't. But I'll take one on each of them. There, that should work. Wait, does this one? Oh, this one needs one more, this one needs another one of those. You know, I think it's the part of me that just knows it'll be easier, but it's more difficult to set up, so I'd rather do it the difficult way. Okay, I was grabbing chickens. That is indeed what I need. So let's also quickly grab some seeds to breed them. Okay, chickens. You're about to be mass murdered, but it's okay. Because I have like 500,000 of your eggs. So your generations will prosper, you'll just die. Okay, cool. Glad we're in agreement. It's literally the simplest level of redstone, only slightly more difficult than putting levers directly in front of things. Well... it's just the part of me that wants to do base game Minecraft. I mean, to be fair, redstone is also in the base game. Okay, wait, no, I need... I'm sure I have enough feathers by now. 3, 4, 5, 5 chickens and like 4 stacks of eggs. That's kind of crazy. I guess that's how it's gotta be though. While we're here, we might as well just grab some cows. I still love farming like this. It's epic. You will get me to do some proper stuff. Maybe I'll set up a dust trail. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see in like 2 minutes when I actually get to it. Okay. Do you have fire on you? You should. Okay. This is so much easier than using my sword. Why have I not been doing this my whole life? I like the thunderstorm. Now that I've turned down the sound so it's not quite actually deafening, I like the thunderstorm. Okay, cows, you can continue to live without me. Oh, I forgot that I killed chickens for feathers, so I technically have food anyway. Those cows did not need to die. You know what? You guys can just become bread. What does dough get me? You know what? Maybe I'll just make some baguettes. We considered that. Boom. Okay. But that's not what I came here for. No. Kind of sad about the next update. Minecraft update. Honestly, I have not paid attention to the Minecraft updates. What's sad about the next update? Okay, I need 1 more of these. Boom. Feathers. You're excited about requestable music disc? They added a new disc, breaking this order because it had the same redstone strength as another. Oh. Ooh. I mean, maybe there's a solution. Okay, we want 10 of these, which means we need 40 swords. Okay, time to count. 8, 10. 20. 30. 'And there you've got 40. Okay. You've heard from Ilmango they're planning to rework a lot of redstone. Ooh, that's exciting. I feel like not much has been changed about redstone since they first added it. I don't know if it has because I have not kept up with it even slightly. But I feel like it's kind of stayed the same. So it'd be exciting if they get a new 1, 2. Okay, we need flint. So I guess our next mission is flint and or gravel. Okay. Now I will be making a shovel for this. Redstone should not be this difficult for me to find. And by redstone I mean iron. Okay, there we go. I'll be honest, no, because I keep forgetting. And I will probably get to it at some point. But at this point, who knows? Do I keep just leaving my slingshot somewhere? Like, this is... Okay. Slingshot. I don't know how it keeps ending up in here. It's just not meant to be there. Okay. Gravel. Okay, let's see. This way. Both a lag spike and just a terrible jump. That makes sense. There's a lot of clay over here. I feel like we went like out really far to find clay last time and it's just chilling over here. Oh, these are nice purple flowers. I feel like I haven't seen these before. I know I see it, but I just don't care. Boom. Okay, now we should be good to go home. It also teaches about some mechanics you're not very knowledgeable in. Well... that's the best way to learn some Minecraft videos, I guess. Okay, I was on fire. Okay, now we had made 2 of these, and we need 40. 5, 10. This would get us to 30. 40, okay. Did I do the math right? I did. Okay. Perfect. Mob mastery. Did we do this? Smite, yes. Bane of arthropods, yes, but we ended up not doing beheading. It's some stuff that that can mess up your system if you don't know about it and wonder why it doesn't work, as it's not very obvious. Oh, okay. That would make sense. Oh, that's too many, but that's fine. Yeah, I figured we wouldn't have a lot of spider eyes just hanging around. That's fine, we can upgrade that as we do. Oh yeah, no android things. Okay, I need 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gold is very difficult for us to come by, but I think last time we found a bit of it, so... Okay, I might have miscounted that one slightly, but it's fine. Boom, okay. Now let's see if I can get this set up. Oh, I need one more fan. Uno más. And then this one is probably going to need one of these, but since it's in the ceiling, it'll actually be... No, it'd still be one of these. I'll just do 2 for good measure. And that's not what I need at all, because I need one of these. Yep. Okay. Let me grab some redstone while I'm here. Redstone, my favorite. Okay. I probably don't need 2 stacks of that. And a quick little lever. Oh, lamps. Okay, none of those are cheap to make, so I guess I'll make one of these. Ooh, does the chisel work on these? No, that would have been nice. I probably need more than one lamp. Perfect, okay. And I keep changing my mind and thinking I need more stuff. Okay, I think now we are actually good to go. Now maybe I was, you know, a bit too early with all of this. That's fine, I can rebuild it later. Quickly take off this layer, because we built under it. You know what, this is actually going quite decently, considering this is only my first time ever creating a mob farm. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I will probably just do separate storage somewhere over here and then connect it to the main one. You needed one of these to reach the wall, yep. Then we want one right over here. Look for trim. Show area, yep. Trim. So one of these. Okay, this is a nice little convenient exit. Those are drawer blocks without inventory. What do you mean by without inventory? You can use them in the floor, for example, to have a controller connected to a drawer on an opposite wall. Okay. No clue what any of that means, but yes. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. I can't tell if this is working or not. Oh no, it's working. Okay. Oh, I'll need what's it called? A repeater. Because this trail dust is not gonna work without it. Repeater. That is what I need, I think. Drawer controller connects to adjacent drawers. Yes. Yes. The trim counts as those drawers, but they don't store any. It's like a cable for drawers. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Because what I'll probably just do is I'll set up something like this. Not compacting drawers, just regular. Probably just do a storage controller and then I'll just connect a pipe down. It's fine. I mean, this is also all connected over to here. Underground. This chest is also with pipes connected all the way back there. So it shouldn't be too difficult for me to figure out. Yes. I feel like that should be enough. Okay, let me turn this off for now as well. Now with this, power this. No. You can have a 2x2 drawer wall next to the grinder, have controller immediately next to grinder, and trim in the floor to connect them. I see. Okay, now this doesn't work because the redstone isn't on the block. How do I make this work? I'll figure something out. I think that was also just my issue with this in the other world. There's also a trim type you can change its appearance of, letting you make it blend better. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this just does not work. Oh, okay, what if I put one of these here? Do I know if this will work? No. In fact, I feel like this is just definitely not gonna work. But I guess there really is only one way to find out. Okay. I wish redstone could climb on walls. That would be nice. And repeater on the floor into the block. And then dust. Oh, just an ink sac. Okay, somehow that works. Don't know why, but you know it does. I don't see why that works, but you know what? Minecraft. Okay, I feel like we need another repeater here. Probably one over here. We'll figure it out. And where has my lever gone? No, okay. Dust as dot powers all blocks adjacent to it, but not as a line. I see. Oh. Okay, so this works. Okay. Repeater out of the block. Oh, I see. Wait. Oh, my inventory is so full. Okay, hold on. No. Out, not in. Oh, direction matters now. Okay. Didn't know Minecraft was this complicated. I see. And then it'll just go all the way? Okay, it'll just go all the way. Now everything should... You know, I'm sure it's all working just fine. Okay. I can't believe it was both that difficult and that easy. And now I get the pleasure of doing even more redstone because I'm throwing in some lights. Okay, I need to empty my inventory because I am just gonna go crazy. You did tell me, and I did end up doing it despite my reservations. Okay. Redstone lamp time. Boom. Okay, now the middle 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'll do like 1 over here. And like 1 over here. Nope, over there. Symmetry. Honestly, these I might power from up here, just because they'll always have to be on like the opposite cycle of the main line. I'm trying to run from the creeper. So I might as well have the two stuff like not even slightly connected. You could have them connected to the same system technically, but you need an inverter and delay. Or I just don't and take the easy way out once again. And then it can just boom. You see, this is just a much simpler way of doing the same thing. Okay. Okay, but this just also gets the job done. Okay, let me cover this up, making it a little bit more natural. One day, exactly. Now you're starting to understand how my brain works. One day, I'm sure I'll do it. That day is just not today. Okay. It might annoy me that I have to hit my head on that every time, so maybe we'll end up changing this. Okay. Do we have enough light in here? I feel like we do. Okay. Now this one, I can just put here, right? Actually, let me put it one down. And I think we leave it on. We'll figure that out eventually as well. Okay. Boom. What did I get these height upgrades for? I miscrafted. That's right, I miscrafted them. Oh, you need a lever. I guess that can just go over here. It'll be fine. And then let me work on storage before I turn everything on. Okay. I'll figure this out. one step at a time. This is now almost full, which is great. Boom. Enjoy your work. Okay. What are these called? They're called drawers. A 1x2. Can do a 2x2. Just a quick little 2x2. There we go. 2x2 is fine for my needs. Definitely. Probably just built like 4 of them, see how it goes. And void upgrades, yes. Okay, I just need to click at the right time. Which is apparently more difficult than you'd think. There we go. Didn't need to make that many. Did not need to make that many. But we've got them, so I guess it'll work. Oh, and then I need a controller. And we're out of sticks, of course, we're out of sticks. Oh. To be fair, sticks we use as well over here. This is usually filled with sticks, so that's why there's always less sticks. Yes, Discord. And socials, wow. It's almost like I'm ending stream. Except I'm not. But yes, those are for the people watching the VODs. All the important information. Okay, controller, and I'll figure out, you're just advertising them, yes. I'll figure out external storage later, that can be fine. Okay, I'm gonna fill this in. Do I have dirt? I have enough dirt, perfect. Because there's just a random gap. And that's just silly. Okay, this wall. This wall right here is where it'll all go. Because it's like close enough by the entrance. Oh, please don't ruin my redstone. I would be upset. Okay, everything survived. There better not be water right there. Now, of course, there's water right there. Okay. Boom. Okay, more water. Really thought I got rid of like all the water. Okay, this should be more than enough space for some storage. Okay. You know, it'd be so much smarter to do it on this side. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll live. Yeah, that'll work. Then I'll need piping. I know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out one of these days. That's not the name. I don't really think it's cable either. But I feel like piping isn't that, like, obstructive. Like, it doesn't bother my view. But I can try. No harm in trying. Although, to be fair, for piping, I was talking about from the absorption hopper into the stuff. Okay, I'll go make customizable trim. I just don't see the purpose in trim if I can just have, like... Why can't I remember the name? Duct. There it is. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. To just, duct into the stuff. Okay, there's gotta be an easier crafting recipe here. Yes, there is. Okay, let me just figure this out in a way that makes sense to my brain for a second. Okay, so this one is just kind of chilling over here. Okay, now I'll have that go underground because this just bothers me. I'll need a servo, but that's fine. I've made 500,000 servos in my life. No duct, just the hopper touching the controller. Okay. No duct. Okay, and then somehow I want to attach this. Will that work? Or will it decidedly not work? Does that need a little pipe? We'll figure it out in time. Or I just go to my other world and check, but you know. Place the controller on the hopper. Okay. Do I just have a hopper? I don't. Hopper. Can be under. Okay, now I'm just lost. I'm just lost. Place the absorption hopper. Okay, no, I'm just confused. Oh, this isn't where I'm trying to go. Where am I trying to go? Right next door. Okay. Controller touches the absorption hopper, connect drawer and controller with trim. Okay, I see what you mean. But my torch is just there, okay. Okay, let's see if I can figure this one out. I have already, like, put away my trim, so I'll have to go grab that, but I think I get what you're saying now. Boom. Boom. And the sun is setting. Yep, it is sunset. Trim. And then I just... Maybe this has to go under, so I'll just do one more. I don't think that works, because I feel like it would already be moving into storage if it did work. Okay. Oh, I forgot that this just steals everything. So if I did this... This... No, maybe not. Maybe not. Can I, like, click it? No? Okay, I feel like there's a low light level in here, I'll be honest. Either way, this is just not working. I mean, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this to work right now. Curious. I don't think I can, see. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. So it needs to go one down. Okay. Oh, this is the perfect size. Boom. Okay, the buttons... Oh, this side. Oh, I see. West fluid. There we go. Now, is this one redundant? It might be. We'll figure it out in a second. And there it's going. It's traveling. Okay, now I do have to take all of this out and bring myself a quantifying key, but it's fine. And then I guess we'll turn everything on and see if it works. Now I know how to use trim. I don't see why I couldn't just have also used piping. But, you know. Now I came here for a reason. Cheaper and faster, I guess. That's fair enough. Did I come here for a reason? Maybe not. Maybe I didn't come here for a reason. Like to put my stuff away, I guess. I want more of the chiseled stone. And we're gonna need like a little external storage bit, but that's fine. Let me just double check how I set it up over here. So you need an importer and then at the end an exporter. That would make sense. Importer and an exporter. I connect it to this, then have wiring running all the way like down here over to the chest so that I can access it from my main storage thing, but it's not counted as storage there, but then I can craft with it essentially. Okay. Just use external storage block. External. That's all we've got. No storage blocks. Lights are off. Fans are on. That's the one I mean. Yeah, well, I need to connect that with wiring, I believe. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Okay. External, okay. Would make sense. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we're just out of everything right now. Okay. Okay. So technically that can run by itself for like a second. We don't actually need to pay attention. We'll grab ourselves some external storage. And some internal storage. I could, but I can also just craft it by hand. And it would like take the same amount of time. Yes, external storage, wiring. It can go up to here, I think. No, okay, it'll have to just connect here then. So let me just quickly save a waypoint here. Wire. And that'll be where we attempt to build to. Okay. Let's see if I can get out of here. Apparently just not. That's fine. There is another way, but I'm not getting you into that yet. Yeah, I'll just do it the simpler way. The way I know. Okay. Now, in theory, we should be... You know what? That could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. I heard it and I was like, oh no, but it's fine. We live. Okay. Let's just make a couple of these because we run through this. There we go. I'll just smelt all of this. Boom. That would have been the silicon I needed, but look, we've also got basic reprocessors, so it's fine. Yeah, the game's told me about wireless stuff, and I just ignore the game. Wireless is already complicated enough in real life. I'm not throwing Minecraft into the mix. Boom, okay. And then let's see if I can make some more cable, because I feel like we'll need more than we have. Okay, that'll do. Let's see if I can get this working. Okay, because that creeper spawned way too close. So hopefully this keeps the creepers at bay a little bit. Especially now that we're like venturing into this area more often. Just a little bit extra light. Okay. You know what might be smart? Turning my mob grinder on. That would kind of probably be a smart move, you know? Now, are there mobs in here? I don't know if there are, I'll be honest. Just some bats. Oh, I came over there to get my wireless, not my wireless key. My quantifier key. I'll have a look at dark glass as soon as I grab my lever. Okay. But there was no mob spawned in there, which is kind of something. No dark glass. I don't think there's ethereal glass either. These are all just chiseled forms of glass. And these are stained glass. I don't think so. I might have been within 24 blocks. It's possible. And my quantifier. That's what I came back here for. I mean, I'm glad that no mobs spawned at the end of the day, because I haven't turned the machine on. Wait, that's not the right one. This is. Okay. Boom. Or let me... put it under it. So then there's no empty blocks for them to possibly escape from. Okay. Now that's on. Yes, it's on. I see it spinning. And I can turn this on. And this off. There, now I can see it from this angle. And now everything should work. And I'm gonna leave it, even though I should probably be doing the cable bit, but I can do the cable bit later. It'll be fine. Let me actually just save a waypoint to this. New. You know, that color makes sense. So that I can... Ooh, we've got a lot of bat wings, which actually, while it is kind of sad, is also kind of epic. Because we can make a really cool something with bat wings. So I guess that's probably the best way to get them, because I don't want to go around killing bats. Because we can make one of these. Sure, you know, we'll have to get all of this stuff. But like, then we can just fly a creative way for about 40 seconds. Which I think is kind of epic. So eventually, I mean, we've got enough bat wings right now, it's just, you know, all of this fun stuff. For which we really just need diamonds, so I think we can do that. Void upgrades? No. What are they for? What do I do with them? Destroy excess items? How does it know the items are excess? How is it that smart? I mean, I can set this up later. Right now there's like 20 chests in them in there for them, so they should be fine. If the door is full, it will delete. I guess right now if the door is full, it'll go into the next drawer, so it's not too bad. And then once all the drawers are full, I can just throw the excess on the last ones. Okay, I'm trying to run away so that they can like work on spawning a little bit. How are the cows doing? You know what? They're alive. They're breathing. And whenever we're bored, we just light up the island, because there's never enough light. I just want no mobs to spawn here ever. That would be nice. Okay. One drawer for each item is preferred. I see. That would make sense. And I could set that up, but I also just don't care to set that up. You've got a fun hat, but I might already have that hat, so I guess you can live. Okay, there's just no torches this far out, which would make sense because it's like 200 blocks away from my house. Okay, only 100. And there we go. Torches are finished. You just need 1 void per drawer, so 1 void works for 4 items with 2x2 drawers. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we've got 3 voids. set up. Okay, I'm just stealing this coal for now, but it's fine. You'll live. It's a good way to go that I just haven't gone. This'll do. I'll quickly make some torches. Boom. Okay. Good to go. Chicken. And so this can just kind of work for a little while. Would be cool if I could set the excavation shape per pickaxe. I'd like that. Because this one always needs to be just in none, and this one preferably is in the 3x3. So it would be cool if I could set it up that way, but I can't. Or if I can, I don't know how. Don't know how. You can be this. You are this. You are this. The only thing with mining this way is I gotta like really watch for my hunger. But we can keep an eye on that. See if we find any more diamonds. Liquid meat would fix that issue. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. Okay. You know what, let's grab this obsidian while we're here. Oh, that's where we're at. I was like, where are we? No, this makes sense. That sounds terrible. I don't know. It does not sound appealing. I feel like they could have come up with a better name. Oh, I hear Enderman. Oh, look at that. More diamonds. Okay, we'll use our luck 3 pickaxe. I mean, it was only 2 diamonds, but you know, we got 9 out of it. Trash can. There we go. I'm so glad I just have an unbreakable pickaxe right now, because I just never have to worry about it dying on me. And it wasn't too expensive to make, just a lot of obsidian, but like when we can vein mine obsidian, then we don't really have to worry about it. Lapis. Look at that. Oh, more lapis. Why not make a shovel like it too? Honestly, because I always forget to make shovels when it comes to using tinkers. I'll make a pickaxe and a sword, and never an axe or a shovel. I will probably end up making one at some point, because it is just useful, especially if it's going to be unbreaking. Oh, why are you all just falling from the sky? But I'm currently trying to stay away from my base so that the mobs can spawn for a little while. Okay, now let me go down to the right Y level. There we go. And then back to this one. Don't need any of that. I guess the rest is fine to stay. I might have to start doing this the way I did it last time, which is first excavating for like ages, and then just going back and collecting everything. Should have made an elevator and made the mob farm deep underground. Yeah, that would have probably been smarter, but you know, I spent a lot of time away from my base, so this will just encourage me to go on many more adventures. Look at that, we're just collecting diamonds. Also, this new pickaxe has kind of made my smeltery like redundant, but you know, it does need to be close enough, I guess. Although, oh. I could, in theory, just claim it. But let me just, because we're getting a lot of good loot right now. So let me just boom. Perfect. And then we'll go back and check it out in a minute. Diamonds can just stay. Yeah, they can be fine. Let me just pick up all of this iron and all of this coal. It's just all chilling here. Didn't mean to mind that, but it's fine. Okay. I guess we'll head home. We'll claim the chunks. We'll keep the chunks always loaded. And see if that helps. See if that helps. Oh, I have a bunch of just torches in here. I didn't know that. Okay. Good to know. Let me just throw these in here for the next time we need torches. There we go, our iron supply is up. Okay, boom. Where am I? Is this me? Can I chunk load this? Oh. Okay, so this is wilderness again. Shift, left click, right, left. There we go. So now all of this should be good. Yep, this is when I enter the wilderness. This is the border. I should have just loaded the chunks so I could see where the chunks were. That would have been smart. Is it just like... Oh, that would make sense. At least we know that one works. I'm considering maybe it's somehow too light in there, but it shouldn't be, right? Because it's all blocked up. That would make sense. Okay, we'll just turn everything back on and we'll kind of flag it for possible edit of lots of deaths. To be fair, maybe I do just throw the dumb ways to die up there. Let me find my flag button. There it is. Just throw a dumb ways to die edit up there. You couldn't even tell. I think I'll just kind of hang around over here for a little while. See how it does. So it should be far away enough that mobs can spawn, but close by enough to keep everything loaded. Okay, let me figure out these bat wings, because I feel like I could make them. Okay, I can't make them. You really are. If I travel up there... Oh, forget that that's not a mod I've got on here. Maybe I could still keep everything, you know, loaded. I don't know. What is a wire? Oh, that's for the... No, I know what wire is. Whoa. Okay. I guess we'll just have to hang around here for a little bit, see if it works. So we'll just stand, I guess. What else is there to do but stand and wait around? There we go, chat's refreshed. On this calm Friday, it's a Friday. Yes, make a shovel. You have great ideas because I would have forgotten that forever and ever. And ever. Okay. Did I destroy my shovel bits and my axe bits? I might have. I didn't. Okay. Shovel. Okay. Let's grab our trusty book and see what materials we want to make this out of. You know, that would be much easier if I remembered where I put stuff just once in my life. Materials and you. Okay. So if we want to make them unbreaking, we just need a bunch of obsidian and gold, so that's fine. We can make these unbreaking. So then I just never have to worry about them again. Okay. So the binding, I'll make paper. Oh, that's true. That is probably a better way to find it, because I'll forget this name again. Okay, I'll make the binding from paper, because then we've got one extra modifier, which is important because we need 5 modifiers to make them unbreaking. So we'll have to use them a bit. Okay, so handles are paper. We can replace this if we want to. I think what we'll start with is we'll make the head just regular netherrack, because I've got a bunch of repair kits for that. And then once we have all the upgrades we need, we can change it to, what's this one? A cobalt. We can change it to a cobalt, that's fine. And then, yeah. I'll keep the, paper. I'll just replace the head from netherrack to cobalt, so it's the highest level. Then what else would be useful? For the handle. Maybe I just do ecological. Magnetic is good. Magnetic is good, but we've got this, so everything is already magnetic to a much better extent. Otherwise I would have gone for magnetic. We'll throw mending on there. No, it'll be unbreakable, so we won't throw mending on there. So does wood really matter? No. Go for a fast digger then. Yeah. Do we just do it cobalt? Maybe we just do it cobalt, but then I'll have a cobalt head and a cobalt handle. I guess that's fine eventually. Okay. No, I think I'll just do regular sticks just because otherwise I have to like throw cobalt in the smelter. That's like effort. Eerie noises. Okay, for now I need a shovel, boom, an axe. Yeah, auto smelting is not the thing we want. Paper, that's why I came over here. I know what I'm doing. Let me get my, No. Kit. There it is. For if these tools break. Binding. 1 and 2. You know what? Okay, we'll do it this way for now. Throw that in there, quickly grab some gold. And grab some cobalt. I'll have to go mining for some more in a minute, but that's fine. We wait for things to melt. And then eventually once we have upgraded the shovel and axe to be fully unbreaking, which is 5, then we can replace the netherrack and heads with cobalt heads. Yes. That is what we'll do. We wait, maybe we sleep, so we're not at risk of getting blown up again. That would be quite nice. This is such a slow smelter. It'll smelt, but quite slowly. Okay, we've got enough lava there. We'll have to go back into the nether anyway, because we're out of lava. Which means we're not generating any electricity, which is just generally bad news. No, what if I made paper handles for now? I don't have a magma crucible, but I could just go to the nether. Okay. No, I'll just do this for now. I think it'll be... maybe better in the long term. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And then... cobalt. There they are. Okay, time to make our tools. And hopefully we'll be able to use them very quickly. Boom, boom, boom. 1 axe. And 1 shovel. Okay, now currently they both have 4 upgrade slots. We need them to have 5. Nope, that's basalt. Oh, we'll need a lot more obsidian. A lot more. Okay, let me quickly do this. So I'll have those ready to go. And then, we'll figure this out, one step at a time. This honestly might be the first time I'm making a tinker's shovel, because like, that's just never on my to-do list. Even slightly. Okay. Obsidian. And then upgrading stuff. So we'll have to use our shovel and our axe just a lot. But that should be fine. And we've just used all of our cobalt, so that's also quite nice. Boom. I mean, there might have been. I just made both of them separately. Do we have a paxel? No paxel. That could have been fun. Just a little quick paxel. Okay, more obsidian. Different name, probably. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we've got almost 2 stacks. I think we should be okay. I can't even see anymore, so I'm sure it's fine. And then we'll need perfect. Okay. That works. 10 of these. Okay, that somehow worked out, the math. Whenever I hear this song, I'm always like, oh, this is a good one, and then I never remember the name, but it's Pixel Sunrise. Pixel Sunrise. Okay. Upgrades. I can only do 4 for now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they both just need one more as soon as we can. So they need 500 XP each. Okay. We can get them that. That we can do. Now as we jump away, we're loading a bunch of new chunks in, so my computer is just gonna struggle. But that's just how it goes. Okay. Boom. We're just chopping down all the trees today. Deforestation for the greater good. You heard it here first. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to chop down a lot of trees. Unless I like go fight mobs with this. I just don't see us getting XP on this very fast. Oh, a little server backup. I feel like this one doesn't server backup all that often. Like I feel like in my Sky Island challenge, like every other second we're backing up that world. But this one, it's like for like 4 hours or something. It's crazy. Okay, you know, we're like 1/5 of the way there. I really took the idea of deforestation and ran with it. Didn't realize we'd have to cut down this many trees today. Wonder if I can do this. Oh, I can. Does that give me like a bunch? I don't think it did. It's kind of funny though. And as always, vein mining just steals your hunger. I'm not sure if I like the look of this. Oh, that's a hatchet. Why did I make a hatchet? What is this? I guess it's basically an axe. It's fine. It's just a different name for an axe, I think. I thought it looked different. The hatchet is the axe, yeah, they just gotta get fancy with the names, I guess. But also the spoon, it's not a spoon, the shovel looks different. I feel like it looks like a dart almost. And less like a shovel. Oh man, something's killing a lot of animals over here because I'm like picking up feathers. Although I think in this mod pack you can just drop feathers occasionally, so maybe that's what's happening. Okay, we're like halfway. Halfway to upgrading this axe. And then like as we use this more and are able to upgrade it, then I can like throw speed on this and stuff and it'll be fun. But for now I think we'll just make it unbreakable and then throw all the fun stuff on later. And night is falling. We've been deforesting for ages. Okay, almost there. Just, you know, a couple more trees. It's never ending, but at least we'll have a good supply of wood before back at the base. At this point, my screen is darker for me than it is on my like monitor that shows me the stream. So I'm just looking at that screen, which is weird because it's like on the other side. And it's also slightly delayed. And birch for charcoal. I mean, strategically it would be better to use the oak for charcoal because we've got an oak one of those automatic oak ones that we also have in the Sky Island. So we have excess of that, and maybe one day I'll build something with birch. Who knows? I don't hate birch for building. I think it adds a nice contrasting color. Don't hate it. Oh, didn't mean to, but oh well. But what other use can birch serve other than fuel and sticks? You're not a builder. See, that's where you're missing out. I'm sure birch, I think, as a wood, it's fun because it does add like a lighter shade to like builds, because like most wood is pretty dark colored. So that's why I think birch can be pretty fun, like as an accent color sometimes. Also just like the birch planks. Not the birch planks, these birch ones, they can be pretty fun. That skeleton really just saved my life. By mistake, probably. Oh, we're so close. Oh, but there's so many skeletons and creepers. Great forest fire, I guess. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna go straight home because I could stay here. Oh. But I'd probably die. I could stay there, but I'd probably die, is what I was going to say. But it's fine. We achieved our mission. No, that's just really not necessary. Why is my map so very zoomed in? I dodged that one. Dodged that one. Okay, time to get like a bunch of sand and then we'll go home. Also, let me just boom. Boom. No, I'd like this back. Okay. Okay, important things. Things I will actually use can go in the backpack. Use flint and steel on a creeper? I feel like that's like gonna have me close to the creeper for longer. Okay, away, away. Okay, time to get the shovel just upgraded. I love the magnet. The magnet makes my life so much easier. Okay, that is much quicker than the other one. Slash home. Right click and back up. I will once I have a flint and steel. Okay, let me also just... I've thrown away my repair kits, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll need some of these. And I'll need some of these. Then these can just go in here. Okay. Let's get these upgrades rolling. Perfect. Unbreakable. unbreakable. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. So now we've got an unbreakable, lightweight momentum hatchet. And the same for a shovel. They're both cobalt, which is, I think, the highest mining level. Which is nice. I mean, it's also a shovel and a hatchet, so I don't need the highest mining level. But it'll work. These can now go away. And let me just empty this out a little bit. Momentum is, I think, for mining mainly, but it's as you mine, it mines quicker and quicker with each block you break. Which could be useful if I'm like trying to dig like straight or something. Okay. Okay, it's been working. We've got XP in there. Not much else. No, not very useful with vein mine, but it just comes with cobalt. So it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We haven't had any creepers or endermen, and I kind of want endermen, I'll be honest. But hey, at least now we've got all the tools we could ever need. Let me reorganize my toolbar. Okay. I feel like all of our like hotbar is just filled up with this, but that's fine. We've got our main weapon. We've got our main pickaxe, our smelting pickaxe, our smelting sword, basically. Although this one smelts as well. This one's kind of redundant now that we have this, but it's fine. I guess this is for up close combat. Don't have a camera though. Guess I don't. Then we've got our axe and our shovel. Now could I put half of this just in my backpack? Yes. Probably. But yeah, as soon as I can upgrade these more, I'll throw some haste on there. And then those should all be good to go, I think. Just some haste. Yeah, I don't think I need any more tools, at least for a little while. I think I'm good to go. Considering, what, 4 of my tools are unbreaking, 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 mending, mending. This is simply backpacks. I'm a bigger fan of, what is the mod called? Let me have a look. Is it complex backpacks? Sophisticated backpacks. That's the mod that I love for backpacks. But this is simply backpacks. I mean, it works. It works. It's a backpack. Either way, we also have this guy, which is linked to this system, of course. So that's also technically a backpack, which I keep in my backpack. And if I were to go off on a great big adventure, I'd take one of these with me to charge it. So that's why we have 2 of those. But I haven't gone off on a great big adventure in this mod pack in a while. I went to the desert the other day to kill enderman. That's the only real time I've like gone away from this place. Look at all this iron we've just got hanging out in here. Let me go fill up my reservoir. I'm hoping we get some endermen to spawn. That would be quite nice. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe we should fight some blaze for a while as well. I don't know, that could be useful. I really don't want to fall in this lava again, I'll be honest. Not on my bucket list today. Okay, let's fight some blaze. We haven't done that in a while. I'm sure we can use blaze rods for something. Okay, we like to get like halfway up. I'm not scared of a little bit of fire. Okay, and here we kind of have a good like vantage point. Perfect. Okay. I do like these lanterns, they're quite fun. Forget that I kind of have slow spawn rates, but like, I'm also not trying to die. So I think we'll keep it at the slower spawn rates. Like, I think if I take this one off, it actually spawns a lot quicker. But then I die a lot quicker too. So, you know, slow and steady wins the race, if you will. If you will. Saw a health bar up there. Oh, there's just a bat chilling in here. That must have flown in. I don't think bats can spawn in the nether. Just a little bat chilling with us. No, I am glad that I spent the time to set this all up, because now I can get blaze rods a lot easier than I would if I hadn't set this up. So, for that reason, glad I spent my time doing all this and dying doing all this. I think I kind of want to get maybe 10 blaze rods and then head back. Just because we tend to work with a lot of blaze rods, just crafting wise, so it's best to have some while we're here. While we're here. Is there just a gap there? Oh. Interesting. Maybe I should have eaten. Too bad there's no cardboard box. Yeah, that would be nice. Would not complain about that one. Oh. I need to stop scrolling and remember to press my my 1s and my 2s. To get better at Minecraft. I could make another mob farm, I guess. But I don't mind just waiting. It gives me something to do anyway. You know, if I got everything handed to me, maybe this would be less fun. Although I can say, in the Sky Island world, this is actually quite enjoyable that it's all done for me. Don't hurt the bats. Where are you off to? To be fair, I could set this up just with like a mob grind. Well, I feel like it's difficult with blazes, but I could figure it out. I could. Don't hurt the bats. Okay, we've got 10 now. You stay safe out here, Mr. Bat. Yeah, downward facing fans. I could do it, but like, sometimes it's fun to go in there and, you know, risk my life just a little bit. Plus, I only really go to the nether when I need something else. Like today I needed the lava. The sky is really colorful. Boom. And that doesn't even fully fill it. That's crazy. That's 40 buckets of lava. Okay, let's have a quick look at the mob farm. There's a floating tree. Because that's actually kind of wild. Because, like, I feel like I placed this dirt here today. Was this random floating tree here then as well? Like, I feel like I would have noticed that, right? Because just, like, a leaf-free tree, I feel like that's something everybody notices. So that's just a little bit creepy, and it's floating as well, so I can't have, like, accidentally placed it myself. It's a strange world we live in. This little modded Minecraft. Okay, let me, trying to figure out if I can delete the name from my minimap, because I increased the font size so I can see like the time and my coordinates and stuff. But then the names of all the waypoints are kind of just taking over the minimap, which is a little bit annoying, but I guess I can live with it if it means I can read my coordinates. Yeah, but then I can't find my way around. Like, I could easily just, right? Turn it off. I guess this can be off because we're not using it right now. I'm not gonna ever go there. That we don't need. Sure, I can find that back. I guess. And like, this has a very, very good like customizable settings menu, so I feel like I could probably go into my settings and change like everything about this. But I don't know. Just don't know. I think that because this is dropping these XP chunks, I'm not really getting liquid XP, which is fine. I don't need liquid XP. But that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that occurring. Let's see what else we can get up to. Let me see if I can just finish this, even though I don't really care about all this wireless stuff. Crafting grid, fluid grid, okay. Wireless crafting. Okay. Wireless crafting grid. Wireless fluid grid. Even though I don't want to use them, I'm gonna craft them anyway, because I love getting achievements. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna need more of these. Boom. Okay. Then I guess I'll want to use it. Okay, we'll do uno and dos, 2 of those. That would make sense. This is why we smelted these earlier. In you go. Okay. One more. Boom. Okay, so now we've got this grid. So now we should have this grid. And I would just need these guys. That would make sense. One and two. We'll just make a couple. Because we've got the diamonds to spare. Okay, I'll do that last step like in a second. Because I believe we'll have to just repeat that over here. Okay, that can start smelting as well. Okay. Boom. Okay. Then we're on to this one. That would make sense. Okay. 1, 2. One and 2. And oh, just close chat. One of these days I am just gonna move my chat dock to the other side so I don't accidentally keep doing that like 500,000 times. Boom. Okay. And then I just need one of the diamonds. One of the diamond ones. And there we go. It's always loud whenever that happens. It's loud in my ears. Only reason I did that was to check all of this off. Let's make a servo. There's just something about marking something as complete that just somehow just makes humans, or at least my brains, just like enjoy it. Make the antenna thing. The issue with this is it takes a lot of electricity. I feel like we had a wireless thing earlier, I'll be honest. Oh, we had one of these. No, I did make this, see? The question is, what did I do with it? Here it is. I just kind of kept this all in here. Because I'm not gonna use it right now. I just come back here every time and it just drains my energy. This one's cool. A retriever. Let's try it. Okay. So I just like put this over here. Forgot how I set this up. First connect and change the grid. Charge the grid. Okay, to be fair, I don't know how I can charge the grid. Shift right click. Okay, well, nothing's working. Any charging block works? Oh, then I have to go grab a charging block. I see. Do I have a charging block just lying around? See, this is why I don't get into all of this. Because, like, I'm perfectly fine just running back and forth. Charging. Just no. Like, could I maybe just craft this? But there's no way I'm be able to craft any of this. This I can craft too, I guess. Current issue is I just can't even place the wireless terminal. The wireless transmitter. And I can't charge any of this because there's no way for me to charge from my inventory. I don't think so. It's fine. I'll just leave this for a day when I actually care about this. Oh, it does work. But now it's going to be draining my electricity. 32, and without it, it was 32. Okay, maybe it's fine. As long as we don't give it range upgrades. But then this is still kind of useless because it has no electricity. And no way for me to really charge it. Place it more on the cable line. No, there's nothing that can charge. And these are just too expensive for me to make. And I don't even know if they'll work. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that's probably better than adding range upgrades. I mean, we kind of got given range upgrades for completing it anyway. Maybe. Can you charge? No, this guy can't charge anything. Let me see if I could just, like, throw this somewhere in here. Hold on. Okay, you oh no, you need coal. You're right, you do need coal. Maybe this would work. Let me see. Let's grab a bunch of sticks. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this will charge this up. Yeah, okay, this works. Okay, we found a solution. Now if I connect this up to the main grid, will it still charge this first? Okay, that's good to know. Looks like this pitiful fuel generator isn't so useless after all. I think it's already linked. I linked it. It says the coordinates. There we are. Boom, and now I can just do whatever. Whoa. Didn't mean to throw that away. Let's see our range. I think it's at 16 blocks. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if I add a range upgrade, how much more electricity it takes, and how much further it goes. C gets me to the HUD, which I don't really know what that is, I'll be honest. I don't know. Don't know what button is this. So now you'll be 24. Oh wait, that's what I meant to be looking at. 42. Without it, you're 34. There's a button to access the grid when it's in inventory. Oh. So this is 8 extra energy. If I throw one of these in, that's 42. 50. But to be fair, no, there is one, but it's terrible energy. Terrible. Like it gives us, what was it? 8 CF per tick. And with the upgrades we've given this one's giving us 160. This has no upgrades, but I think it gives us like 16. So like it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Like this gives us 40 with no upgrades. This gives us 180? Is that much better? That's nice as well. I mean, I'm sure it does, but like... I don't know how useful the upgrades would be. Like, this is just a big mod that I don't really understand much about. Let's check out geothermal. Nope. Nothing geothermal either. Like, I'm sure as we work through some of the quests, we'll eventually find new, because like this is storage and we've done a little bit of the technology, so there's more for us to get, you know, with energy production. But let me quickly get some fluid duct, item duct. Sure, I made one of these. I could. Yeah, but this really doesn't, this makes 5 RF, so I kind of don't really, care too much about it. How did I get a stack of iron? Let me just make a quick... one, and then to. The combustion, let's have a look. Nope. Nope. I feel like a lot of electricity mod packs just aren't in here. Okay. What does it want? Hardened fluid duct, that's fair enough. Boom, okay. Do you not read the description? There's text at quests. I mean, if I don't understand the mod, I tend to read these. But fluid ducts and item ducts, I understand a little bit better. But for like when I was working with refined storage, I was reading everything. I was reading the whole book to figure that out. Especially with this auto crafting that just wasn't working out. Well, the hardened fluid duct can do lava, but the normal one can't. Hotter liquids, or more extreme liquids, I guess. If there was like some version of ice in this mod pack, some like icy water, that also wouldn't work with the regular ones, but the hardened ones it does work with. I've read about my fluid ducts. See, this is one I don't know about, so this I will in fact read. A super laminar fluid duct. They can transfer at hundreds of buckets per second when fully pressurized. So this is a pressurized tube. It takes a couple seconds to pressurize, during which the transfer rate speeds up. They work best when fluid is being pushed into it by the source rather than being pulled out with a servo. So I put it at the bottom of like a waterfall, at the bottom of water flow, and it just massively transfers it. I could only really see the use for that in with lava. It's the name, super laminar. But then lava doesn't flow, so I don't know if that would work. Don't quite know if that would work. I thought so. I thought I would need difficult glass. Induction smelter. Seems illogical with how the mod works. Okay. No. That's all it tells us. No extra information. Which, you know. I guess what I could in theory do is somehow have this linked up with the super laminar to like a massive tank at like underneath here, if I had like a lava pit there or something, and have it connected that way. Maybe that's more the type they mean. Okay, I gotta create hardened glass, which is always fun. Because it's an absolute nightmare to make. Boom. Boom. Let's pulverize some lead, I guess. Let me double check for you. Lead. Obsidian. Tank. Got the ender tank, of course. Black hole tank. It can hold all of that of one fluid. Big number. Portable tank, sear tank, which isn't useful. Controller, absorption hopper, singularity tank, drain, an XP tank. But we've been using the portable tank, which you can upgrade to hold more. So this can hold, I think, 80 buckets right now. And I was coming to use a pulverizer. That's what I was doing. Maybe just... I don't need any of this. Boom. Blank hole tank is great. Okay, good to know. It's... Once we make plastic, it should be decently cheap to make. But then I gotta set up the whole latex processor, and like, that's no fun. No fun at all. Am I grabbing the right ingredients? I am. Okay. What am I trying to make? Super laminar. Super. Okay. So I need 4. That's exactly what I'm crafting. Why does it take so long? Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. One more of those, and then 2 more of these. And I should be able to make all of this. There we go. Check for placer. Maybe you can automate wood placing with your storage system. Yeah, I know that we've got placers because it's in technology. Right over here. So I think we can easily set that up. You can also point an autocrafter into a furnace to have it smelt stuff. I've got that right over here. This guy. I used it to smelt quartz ore back when I didn't have my auto smelting pickaxe, and beef for when everything goes wrong. Oh, into refined storage placer. Okay. Placer. Only industrial foregoing and actually additions. That's all we've got. All we've got. Okay, you'll get one more and then I'll just turn you off. Place the stuff directly from your storage. Yeah. Okay, break the connection. That's the joys of playing old modded Minecraft. Sometimes the things are just too old. Okay, see, but I just don't care about any of this. I just don't care until I need it. Then I do care, of course. Maybe next time I'll learn like a full new mod, like Botania, Twilight, Astral Sorcery. That could be fun. Who knows? Who knows? To be fair, I have a magnetized ring. Oh. Thank you for the follow, modded users alt. I think I read your name right. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should next time, or maybe even today for a little bit, work on like Botania or something fun. Because I've been doing this technical stuff for like so long now. You know? I'll sleep, go and see how the mob farm is doing. Has a very hard boss though. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I feel like I'm the best person ever since I've got my shuriken now. So, you know, maybe I would thrive under the challenge, I don't know. Okay, it's working. We've got maracas. How do I play these? I forget. Maybe I need 2 of them. Either way, we've got some maracas. We've got interpoles. Yes. Okay, that's all we needed. That's all we needed. That's the only reason I built this. Some ender pearls. And we've got enough bat wings to, think about all the bats we've lost for this. Because, like, not every bat has 100% drop rate either. Although, to be fair, we've got looting. But the poor bats just had no chance. Also, what are we getting, spider webs from? Like, what mob drops these? Or, like, what mod makes a mob drop those? I've not seen that before. But our mob farm is working. You know what? I'm gonna set up... I'm just out of range. That's fair enough. I'm gonna set up the wiring to connect it. Because then I can also set up a wireless transmitter on that wiring. And it'll be fun. Okay. I'm always in caps lock. I'm just aggressive, I guess. Exporter. Perfect. Okay. Now I'll quickly set up those waypoints again. Off. On. Okay. So I should be able to find the 2 closer to each other. You know, it would have been smart maybe to have some blocks in my inventory, I'll be honest. Maybe that would have been a good move. Okay, what Y level am I? Like, what is my just coordinates? When you're in full caps, you get muted. That's how it works. That's how it works. Somebody has to be, the more powerful one. Though, to be fair, I have, like, played around with those settings. Let me double check the numbers. You can type in caps locks as long as it's less than 60 capital letters. That's how it's set up, which gives you a little bit of leeway. I think 60 is what I set it up to. I don't know if it'll work, but you know. Okay, I'm looking for -12 and 609. Okay, I'm on -12. Okay. Boom. This is where we'll have to, go. See, it works a little bit. But if you abuse your power, I can just take it away. Because that's how this works. Yes, the Discord. And all my socials. So very correct. What is my inventory? Okay, I should have been picking up those blocks. That's fine. I had a video... That's a lie. I have a video going up in 2 minutes, 5 minutes of my regular series on my YouTube, so good thing you're linking my socials, I guess. I, in fact, had forgotten I needed to record. And so I recorded that right before I streamed. Because I haven't missed one of those days in many months. So I was like, well, I just have to get it done. There is no other way. Okay, and then we can lead the wiring all the way back to where we need to go. The eyes emoji is a strange one. Oh, we're not gonna have anywhere close to enough wiring, but it's fine. And I'll leave it underground just because I think it's kind of ugly. And I don't want things to be ugly if I can help it. There we go. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. I get it. Okay, I can link this. I can think. I can do math. That's all this is at the end of the day, just math. Okay. And then it'll somehow link up over there. Yeah, that'll work. I believe. Will we have enough? Not even close. But hopefully I can craft some more. Okay, any one of you want to just be in range? That'd be nice. No? Okay. I'll do it the difficult way then. Okay. And I can cover this up already. I'll throw like a wireless transmitter over here at some point. That just confused me. But at least I have the automatic messages set up as well, so you don't have to worry about sending the messages too much. You're welcome to, but you don't have to worry about it. Okay. And then I need more cables. More cables is all I need to finish this one. Yeah. I think the Discord one is set up every 30 minutes. Maybe every hour, don't remember. But it is set up, so it should also, like, it just did. Need more cables? I got plenty. See, in theory, The Little Mermaid is one of my favorite movies. But I'm pretty sure when I was a child, I saw, like, the version without the happy ending, if you know that version. So that's always the first one I think of. Oh no, I think of Disney's version first, probably. Because it's Disney. Boom. Okay, now that should all link up. Let's see if I can see my ender pearls. Oh, let's see if I can see my creeper heads, because there's no need for me to have a creeper head in here already. Like, I might have, ender pearls in there. Oh, let's see. Have I got a creeper head? Not yet. Okay, that's fair enough. Brothers Grimm version? It might have been. She ends up turning into sea foam, is the ending. Okay, let's see if I can make this. Okay, but I should be able to craft this. And somehow we're out of ender pearls. I'm confused as to why it's not linking up. And wondering if I have done something silly. Because I should be able to see my ender pearls. So just 2 golden enchanted apples. Because that should work. Like, there's no reason for this to not work. Oh, I might have made the wrong device. Did I make the wrong device? Let's have a look. External storage. I did make the wrong device. External storage. Good thing I also just had one of those. Yep. Okay, and then I'll make a wireless transmitter. My game just glitched, and so I stopped talking mid-word, and so it just felt like my speech also just glitched at the same time. And I think that's kind of epic. Okay, now it'll work. And let me just take one of you. I mean, I'll double check if it's linked up anyway, but I think it should be, and then I can make my wireless transmitter, so over there we've also got crafting access. Boom. Boom. Yeah, we've got everything. We've got our creeper heads now. Look at that. I ran into an issue and I solved it. So proud of myself. A for effort. Boom. Let me put this one back. See if I can like put this to the side. That'd be quite nice. Okay, I guess not. Will you drop if I... Is that gonna bother me? Maybe. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But now we can at least access this. Now it looks like this has become redundant. But I'll have a look at it anyway. So if it fills up again, we know we can use it. We've got a couple creepers dying here, which is nice to see. Still don't know where we're getting spider webs from. Maybe witches drop spider webs? I'm not sure. Not sure indeed. But yeah, because we've got a wireless terminal like over there and over there, this entire area is now wireless. So they don't. So then I wonder what is giving me spider webs. Probably some modded creature. Maybe they have spiders drop them in one of the mods. Don't know. Okay. You know, cobalt is actually quite fun because then you get blue materials with the purple unbreakable. It's pretty decent. Might be beheading and spiders. Maybe. I could see that being the case. Either way, you know, I don't really care what's doing it. I'm just interested in the fact that it is occurring at all. I just love making plastic. To be fair, once you've got that set up, it's really not that bad. It's just a process to set up. Really. There's nothing more to it. Also, once you've played modded Minecraft with this type of farming, you can never go back to regular Minecraft. Like, there's just no way. There's no way you can enjoy life after right-click farming. It is just not possible, even slightly. Okay, I thank you for your eggs, but I was clearing my hotbar for a reason. That's like 3 baby chickens and like 50 eggs. That's wild, the odds of that. Why is that so low? Why? I just don't know. To be fair, I think I just have bad luck with chickens and eggs. Because way back when, I had a YouTube series where I did custom achievements. One of them was getting a baby chicken from an egg as fast as possible. That's how the whole series worked. And you'd think, you know, just find a chicken, get a couple eggs, you know, life is great. No. I'm pretty sure that took me, like, I mean, the time is up on the video, but I'm pretty sure it took me, like, 20, 30 minutes to get, like, one chicken from an egg. Like, the odds were ridiculous. You can get 4 babies from one egg. I've seen it happen. And I'm not gonna speedrun it, because, like, the odds of that are, like, 0.12, something like that. It was at least very low, very, very low odds. 4 chickens, 1 egg. Odds. 0.39. Yeah. And then, like, to even get a regular chicken is a 12.5. So in theory, you throw 8 eggs, you should get a chicken. I threw, like, a stack. And, you know, I did not get any chickens. Automatic chicken farm setup. To be fair, I really don't use the chickens. I just needed them earlier for the feathers, but other than that, they're just chilling here because, like, the one chicken had a cool hat. Pretty sure that chicken's dead now. But that's the only reason I have these chickens here. So I feel like... And haven't we learned from farming chickens? That, like, did not end well in my other world. We had, like, an overpopulation of chickens. I could, but, like... I don't mind going out there and doing it myself. Either way, I prefer just eating steak. Yeah, I think Skyrim chicken might have died. I don't see his hat anywhere, unfortunately. It's a sad world. Did I pick up his hat? No, it's switching to sad music. Maybe this will give us a chicken. That would have been Skyrim something. I was about to say reincarcerated, but that's when you go to prison, so I don't think it's reincarcerated. But it didn't give us a chicken, so I guess I'll just have to carry on the legacy with the hat and all that. This hat just really does not work with, does not work with my skin. Oh, this is cute. Wait, no, I like this one. This is new. I haven't seen this one before. I don't know, I've recently been... Frog hat is the classic. Jester, I think, is also kind of epic. So the Norwegian flag, okay, fair enough. But I think that squid and slime are also very, very cool. I still think the wizard hat is just a vibe. Just a vibe. What can I say? I feel like adding hats into Minecraft would not be that difficult to incorporate, but it's just so fun. Like, it's a mod I could definitely play without. Like, it doesn't make or break my modded Minecraft experience. But it's just so fun when it is there. I don't know. Maybe I could just be the wizard of the wind. I feel like, to be fair, if you lived in, like, a time where they blamed everything on wizards and witches, they probably would have blamed the wind on a wizard or a witch. Like the Greek gods. Well, the Greek people blamed the wind on the gods. So really, a wizard is just a god. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just saying words at this point. See, my odds of getting chickens are just not that high. Maybe it's because I'm walking around with cooked chicken in my inventory. But I feel like we should definitely be getting more chickens than we are. Can I cover this up? No. I am. It's the only lore there is. I really am just a god. I mean... Oh, so this is filling up. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't think it was. Okay, bows don't stack if they've got different levels of health. So we might have to come in here and manually clean up bows occasionally. Occasionally. Okay. Here's the thing. I think I'm done playing modded Minecraft. We've got, well, we've got this, which I can set up, but I don't think we've got trash cans. But I can just pick it up and throw it away. I think I might jump on Hypixel for, like, a little bit, see how that goes. Because, like, modded Minecraft is just, it's just not it right now. I mean, it is it, but I'm, like, I'm out of ideas. I'm out of thinking. Go to the latest release. No. Okay, this is... I just want the Minecraft launcher, not my modded Minecraft. If you please. Okay, I might have to... Hold on, let me put my, be right back. Okay. Let me figure this out, because I thought I could try loading up the world already. Okay, if we join back into that modded Minecraft world next time and everything's deleted, just know that I just exited the game without saving. But you know what it is what it is. I feel like I could redo all that progress. It's not that difficult. There we go. But I think it should be fine. I might have corrupted the file, but probably not. Yeah, I mean, I could have just clicked exit the world, save and exit the world, but I just pressed the, like, the close, the X at the top, because I wasn't thinking. But it's fine. It's fine. If we lost all our work, we lost all our work. And if we, like, corrupted the file, then maybe, you know, trees will just disappear or something, and that'll be fun. That'll be a fun little mystery for us to solve. I can't say I haven't enjoyed solving mysteries lately, so, you know, that would just make things more fun. Okay. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I mean, if it's corrupted, I think I could find out my old save file. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, boom. There we are. Hypixel. No, let's do some parkour. You are tech support. Indeed. Pyramid parkour. Yes. Oh. There we go. Boom. No, that's not the option. That's the option. Chat size. All the way down. You know, this is now you're gonna see me struggle with my controls again. Because I just gotten used to my modded Minecraft controls and now I'm back in my regular Minecraft controls. Okay. We'll be fine. I can adapt quickly. Apparently I can't adapt quickly. Okay. We're jumping. We're doing good. So far, the easy levels have indeed been decent enough. You know, I've done a lot of these little parkour maps. I mean, you've seen me do them on stream many a time. I've never finished one of them. Never ever. I don't think that's where my priorities lie, you know? I just come in here to jump and have a good time, not to finish parkour. I just did not time that jump even slightly. There we go. That's timing it. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, I've never felt the need to finish it. I've gotten far in one of them, but I don't think I have ever finished. I feel like this is also one of the few things I'll do off stream. Like, I'll come on here and play some parkour if I want to. Because usually if I'm playing Minecraft, it is for a stream or for a YouTube video. So, but parkour I'll do occasionally. Oh, that was a little head hitter, but I hadn't even realized. But it worked. Okay, this is just the look of the block, I think, might be throwing me off. Yeah. I don't like invisible blocks. Oh, okay. You can see that all my thinking has gone into modded Minecraft. Because doing the math to figure out the angles is just not working out today. Oh. Precision is also gone with my Minecraft and with my words, apparently. Okay, that's just a big jump, which I need to figure out how to time. But I should be able to do. There we go. Okay. I'm making the same mistakes like 2 times in a row, and I'm well aware of the mistakes I'm making, and I still make the same mistake again. Because I'm doing bad muscle memory. Okay, I need to consciously not do this mistake. I don't know if parkour was the answer to my struggles. I didn't see this. Okay. Oh, I forget I have people on. Boom. Those blocks were pretty well hidden. Okay, parkour is just not in my favor today. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, at least the first couple jumps are easy enough. If I keep failing this slime, I should be fine. Because it's terrible when it's a difficult jump, but the stuff before that is also difficult, so then you're just it's just struggle. It's just struggle. There we go. Where am I going? Oh, up here. Now what? Up here? Man, they could not have made this more confusing if they tried. Oh my goodness. I go down. I feel like that was slightly unnecessary. Okay. Now it's time for all my Neo practice to pay off. I landed a 1 block Neo. the other day, so there was only like one here and one there. And I landed it. I was proud of myself for that one. But it's also been like 2 weeks since I've done that, so as you can see, the controls are just a little bit rusty. There we go. These jumps aren't difficult, they're just annoying. There we go. Now we're making some progress again. If I can, like, land a jump, maybe? How many levels does this have? 111? Yeah, something tells me we're not getting that done. Can I jump this? Is that a jump that I can do? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I should have probably updated my title, but it's fine. Are we giving misleading information? Slightly. But we're only really giving misleading information in the second half of the title, so that's fine. They should have already, you know, clicked on the stream before they could even read that whole title. Okay. What is... I mean, I'll take the night vision. I don't know what I need it for. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, we're on level 50. If I can make it past level 50, I'll be achieved. Okay, that's all I needed. Not prototype, it's not there anymore, it's mini games. There we go. Just a quick little game of Pixel Party. See how that goes. And then I think that'll probably be it for today. But the one good thing about me not having streamed for like a week and a half is that my VODs channel is now catching up to my VODs. So pretty soon it'll be like uploading my VODs like the day after I stream, rather than like uploading VODs from like 2 months ago because I started uploading them really late. So that'll be exciting to see. I need to remember my controls have changed, because that'll make or break this game, that's for sure. There we are. Oh, we lost a couple there. Oh, this is this map. Oh my goodness, I'm totally not in the right mindset for some Pixel Party. I'm forgetting all my strategies, but it's fine. We'll be fine. But I love this game. It's just very easy to just not really have to think all that much. Okay, yeah, my reaction times are struggling. I think it's been enough Minecraft in one day. But this should actually kind of help my brain wake up again. They put magenta on the outside, but purple on the inside. That was actually quite difficult. And those people couldn't tell the difference. Probably. Ooh, my least favorite map. Will we survive to tell the tale? Yeah, we're fine. But imagine if I'd been in that corner, I would have been screwed. And that's why that's my least favorite map. Because I feel in most maps, if you've got decent placement, like you know where to stand, and you've got good reaction times, you can make it to almost any color. In the later levels, sure, you know, you've got to like literally be split-second decision and you got to have a little bit more luck. But like, to have that on round 10 and like not have been able to make it if I was in the wrong spot, that's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so far so good. Pink, purple, green, red. Pink, purple, green, red. I should not have turned. That was terrible. That just completely destroyed my whole strategy, but it's fine. When this game was still in developmental phases, I glitched it. Slightly. Like when you place blocks down, they stay for like half a second and then disappear. And I glitched it somehow so that I placed it at the right time, that when the other colors disappeared, my block was still there. For some reason, so there was like a too high block. Pretty fun. Oh, I didn't think I was making that. Oh, we're in like the later levels right now. Okay. Doing good, we're doing good. Ooh, don't know how I feel about this map. Don't know if this is a fun map. This map is definitely not it. Oh. Okay, 5 of us, 2 more levels. Oh, this is a rough one. Nope. Half a second, I wasn't gonna make that. But hey, we won. We did win, technically. And a win is a win. Well, I actually don't know if I want to do another one right now. Let me look at my stats, because I have not looked at my stats for this game in a while. Also, I want to look at what the other game mode is. Hyper mode. I haven't seen hyper mode. I don't think I have played hyper mode ever. I forget how I check my stats. There it is. So I've won 77 times. And I've played 280 times. So I sure have lost more than I've won. But I've won a lot. I'm nearly at 100 wins, actually. Well, like 23 away from 100 wins, but still, you know? That's pretty decent. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I had some fun in modded Minecraft. I'm glad I've got a working mob farm going. That is gonna be nice, especially to get ender pearls, because ender pearls are just one of those things that we need for a lot, and it's just difficult to go out and collect them. But yeah, we did some parkour to rework our controls a little bit, and some pixel party, which we won. 1 game, 1 win, but you know, it was fun. It was fun. It was a good day. Yes, you know how it goes. those are my socials. Feel free to check them out whenever I'm not live on here. There's plenty of stuff for you to check out over there. And join the Discord if you want to talk to other lovely people, or just be notified when I go live, because sometimes Twitch sends out notifications late or doesn't really send them out at all. So that's just a place where I send a quick message when I go live, so you can know if I go live, or you just mute that and then you don't know when I go live. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a very good Friday. Should be back tomorrow. You are a great help. I do appreciate that. And I think I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I just said that or not, because I'm losing my train of thought faster than the words are leaving my mouth. But I should be back tomorrow. I'm unsure about Sunday, or kind of like the rest of the week, but I should be back tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed, and I guess there'll be some more modded Minecraft tomorrow, because that's all my brain is currently working with, modded Minecraft. But yes, hope you have a good day, and I guess I should see you again very soon. Until then, keep smiling and have some good days. Bye bye.